Hi, I'm Laifa, and I've counseled over 100 students who have successfully gone on to study abroad. And in this video, I'll walk you through everything you need to know about gaining admission into the UK to study your BSc. If you follow everything in this video, I can assure you that you will get admission and an approved visa in the UK. To make it easy for you, I've broken it down into 8 steps. So get your pen and paper and welcome to class. To apply to study in the UK, you need your WAEC or NECO, IGCSE or any of its equivalents. The standard WAEC is a C. However, some schools may accept a lower result. Advise that you study and pass with flying colors. You can do it. The UK has a different educational structure. For example, in Nigeria, you write your JAM, post-JAM, and then you get into the university. But for the UK, after your WAEC or NECO or IGCSE, you'll be required to do either an international foundation program or international baccalaureate or Cambridge A-level programs or any of its equivalents. These programs are known as the pre-university programs. You can either do it in Nigeria or in your home country, or you can also do it in the UK. Step 2, your pre-university programs. Cambridge A-level is a 2-year subject-based program. Students take 3 or 4 subjects based on their intended course. For example, if you want to study medicine, you can either do biology, chemistry, and maths, or check the university you intend to further in and check their requirements. Cambridge A-levels is globally accepted by most universities all over the world. Cambridge A-levels program can be accelerated from a 2-year program to a 1-year program. However, I personally do not recommend it because most students, after taking it, fail it, and this is because they are compressing a 2-year program to just 1 year. Also, even when these students pass, they don't usually meet the required grades for their intended course. IB Diploma is an international program where students take about 6 subjects for 2 years. It is widely recognized and accepted by universities all over the world. Foundation program is a 1-year program, but is not globally accepted. It is usually accepted by universities that offers the same foundation curriculum as your school, or by universities that partners with your foundation school. However, there is an exception. Universities that have not partnered with your foundation school can accept your foundation program if your foundation course modules aligns with theirs. Quick one, I'll advise that you do your pre-university program here in Nigeria or your home country. Average cost of doing your foundation or pre-university program is about £15,000 in the UK, which is approximately 30 million naira, while the cost of doing it in Nigeria is about 5 million naira, depending on the school or college you choose to do it. But I'll advise you do it at Westerfield College. It's in Victoria Highland. They also have a campus in Kano, Abuja. Step 3, application. There are few things you should check when applying. 1, reputation and ranking. Some universities have better graduate prospects, high quality research, government partnership, and strong industry. Examples are the Russell Group universities. They are generally ranked high and have great reputation, but they are expensive. If you cannot afford one of the Russell Group universities, there are other universities that are equally great and are more affordable than the Russell Group university. The Russell Group has a limit of 24 universities, so this means that not all the great universities can be under the Russell Group universities. There are different websites to check for the rankings of your universities. Second important thing to check in schools is the work placement option. The work placement options are for students who want to gain real-world experiences related to their study, meet professionals, and secure a job after graduation. People with work experience are more preferred by employers. The last thing you should check is the study abroad option. Universities partner with other universities in other countries. These are for people who want to experience a different culture, education system, and lifestyle, build global connections, and for after graduations to show future employers that they are adaptable. These are the documents you need: certificate and transcript, personal statements. I have made a video on that. The link will be in my description box below. English proficiency exam. This could be your WAEC, ECO, or IELTS, or any of its equivalents. A reference letter. Some universities will ask for your CV. You'd also need a 6 month valid international passport. Some universities would require you to do an interview, and it is mostly for courses like nursing, physiotherapy, radiology, or anything related to that field. Some universities would also require a portfolio, especially in the arts field. The school can either accept your application or reject your application. It is advisable to apply to at least 3 universities to increase your options in case of a rejection. Rejections can happen for different reasons. It might be full admission, where the university have reached their student capacity and cannot accommodate more students. It can also be that you don't meet the requirements needed to enter the school. It could also be a mistake from the admissions team. The admissions team are humans, and sometimes they can make mistakes. If you think you deserve the admission, you can write back the admissions team, or if they don't state the reason for the rejection, you can also mail them and they may reinstate your admission. Lastly, a school may not have enough students for the course you're applying to. This can make them to cancel the course. Step 4. Admissions. There are 2 ways a university can send admission letters. It can be a conditional offer or an unconditional offer. A conditional offer means that the university is offering you a place. However, there are some requirements you need to meet before your offer becomes final. For example, they might say, send a revised personal statement. We will admit you if you get a B in your final exams. You need to send in your English proficiency test before we make your place final. You must pay a deposit to secure your admission. Some courses requires interview, and your place will become final after your interview, while some courses require portfolio, and after your portfolio has been submitted, your place will become final. Once you meet all the conditions of your offer, your place will be confirmed. But if you don't meet the conditions of your offer will be withdrawn. An unconditional offer means that the university has given you full admission without any requirements to meet. In simple terms, no more interview or documents needed. You just need to accept the offer and prepare for school. After this, they'll send you emails on your accommodation, tuition fee payment deadline, and visa processing. Step 5. Accommodation. Accommodation is a first come, first served basis, and there is on-campus accommodation and off-campus accommodation. Off-campus accommodation is preferred by students who want more flexibility and independence. Prices vary based on facilities and the location. It may or may not include utility bills. I recommend Amber Student Accommodation, the trusted platform that helps students find safe, verifiable, and affordable accommodations close to their universities, and my students have used it with no complaints. For on-campus accommodations, different options serves different budgets. Single room, ensuite room, shared room, and studio flats. Step 6. Payments. Universities have different payment style and payment partners, and they include easy transfer, Flywire, Convera, CIBC, and bank transfer. My preferred payment is easy transfer, and this is because their exchange rate is lower compared to the other payments partner. It is very important that you read the university's refund policy before making payment, and don't pay if you're not certain you're going to that university. This is because some universities will deduct administrative charge, and for some universities, refund can take up to a year, but typically it's 1 to 3 months. The exchange rate will determine how much you'll be refunded if you paid in local currency. For example, if you paid a deposit of £5,000 at an exchange rate of 2,000 naira, that is equivalent to 10 million naira. If you want to get a refund, exchange rate from converting pounds back to naira will most likely go lower, which means you can pay your tuition fee in installments, and it can be up to 6 installments. Step 7. The university will give you a document known as CAS. CAS is basically a document that states that you've been offered a place in a university in the UK. Your CAS document must have your CAS number, personal details such as your name as written in your passport number, your date of birth, and everything must be as it is in your international passport. Your CAS document should have your university details such as your sponsor license number, your university address. Your CAS document should also include your course details such as your course code, course title, your course name, course level, your course start and end dates. It should also have your tuition fee details such as your total tuition fee and how much you've paid. Lastly, your CAS document should have the document used to assess your admissions such as your English proficiency and degree certificates. If there are any mistakes on your CAS document, make sure you alert the university and they change it before you use it, unless it can turn into a visa refusal. The timeline for your CAS issuance is dependent on the university. Sometimes it can be as short as a week and as long as a month. Some universities will review all the documents you would use for your visa processing before issuing CAS, and they use a platform known as CAS Shield in reviewing all these documents. So this can take up to a month. Note: you must be in school before your latest start date, and if you can't get to school before that date, notify the university so that they can extend your latest start date. Because immigration can turn you back to your country when you get to the UK. Also, your admission can be retracted if you don't get to the university before your latest start date. Step 8. Visa processing. I've covered this extensively in my UK study guide. I'll put the link in my bio, so please watch it. Once your visa is approved, it will be communicated in your email. The UK visa and immigration do not stamp passports anymore. What you'll be given is an e-visa, and it is required for you to have a share code. To get your share code, you'll be given the process in the visa decision email. Follow the process, and you have to do it by yourself because you'll be required to take a picture of yourself. Like I said, you'll be given a share code, and this share code is what you show the immigration officer at the airport. And we've come to the end of this video. I know you found it helpful, so like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you need further assistance with your UK, US, Ireland, Canada, and Hungary study and visa processing, book a consultation in the link in the description box below, and I'll be happy to help you. As always, I'm your favorite study counselor. See you in my next one. Bye.